I'm Joshua Hanlon, and I'm joined by Jack from Brick Vault today, and we are in Brick Vault studio as well, surrounded by all their Lego awesomeness. And we're going to do a cool ComicCon wrap-up just to talk about our experiences at ComicCon San Diego and talk about what all went down there. Real quick though, I want to give a quick teaser for a ComicCon exclusive minifig. This is the Green Lantern Jessica Cruz minifig that was given away at one of the Lego panels. So watch till the end, and at the end of the video I'll tell you how you can win your very own ComicCon exclusive minifig here from Beyond the Brick. So yeah, just wanted to dive into ComicCon. It's my first year at the show, and I think you guys' second year at the show. So one thing that's always really big there, I mentioned the exclusives, is the exclusive sets and exclusive minifigures that are given away, and they changed that up this year. So you've now experienced both styles. If you want to talk about what each of those styles was like, and then your experiences with that.
I totally get why they changed it. It didn't necessarily improve, but I get why they made the change. It was, Mike and I did it last year. We showed up at Comic-Con at like 4 in the morning, something like that. Mm-hmm. You wait in line. I think the doors open at 8, so you're just sitting there, just still drinking coffee and like,
That's crazy. 4 in the morning you were there. So was that like an all-nighter thing, or was it like just a few hours of sleep?
Some people did the all-night stuff, so we're pretty darn close. The exclusives are, some people did the all-night stuff for maybe some of the larger panels, but the exclusives is still very intense. That's still one of the higher tiers of line waiting within the entire event. And it's crazy. So there's, I don't know, maybe 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 people all trying to wait in line to get these figs. And only the first, I think, couple thousand might be able to qualify as possibly getting it. And then you wait in line, you get the thing, you wait in another line, you wait, and you're in the sun. Now the sun's baking you. I got a sunburn the first time I was out there, like a bad one. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, I don't need to bring sunscreen to Comic-Con, it's in a convention center. Nope, not if you're
waiting outside.
Not if you're waiting for the figs. So my first year, we did this 2 times in a row, and you get the 50% chance of getting the fig at the end of the 6 hours, 8 hours of line waiting. And I didn't get it for both of mine.
Oh, and that was just what, like, it was like tap an iPad or something, right?
That's all it was. It was literally just pink, and it's like, yes or no, that's it. And then
so it was just a split second of disappoitment
exactly.
or joy.
So it's weird, because you go there, and the nice part about it, I would say, and this is part of the culture of Comic-Con has set itself up this way, which is you just, for pure mental survival, you are talking with everybody you're next to in the line. And it's all about kind of just hanging out and you guys sharing stories about this and that. And by the time you're done, you've spent a lot of one-on-one time with these strangers, and you're like good friends with them. Like we're still in contact with like some of the people that we've met. They've come and hung out at the studios, and we've like hung out with them for several times now. And I think somebody described this to me best. They're like, talk to your good friends that you made maybe in a semester at school. See how many actual one-on-one hours you've spent with that person, and it's probably less than the amount of time you spend with the one person or couple of people you're next to in line at Comic-Con. So the culture set it up that way, which is kind of cool, but the general idea of waiting in line for 6 to 8 hours to 10 hours and not getting anything, or even just waiting that long in line anyways, is just kind of crazy.
Not so cool.
Not so much. So they changed it. And they changed it where now, instead of the very hardcore people that get up really early, all wait in line for a really long time, now it's anybody can register for it online. So that's opened up to everybody that registers for Comic-Con.
All 100,000 somehow
exactly.
many come to Comic-Con.
So is it worth to wait in line for however many hours and get that 50% chance? Or you're probably at 1 out of 100 or something, 1 out of 50 or 1 out of way less than you had before. Your chances are, like, you guys got lucky. You got one of the exclusives.
Yeah, we got the Unikitty. John was able to get the Unikitty.
Right.
Minifig,
so you and one other person that Mike and I mutually know out of about maybe 80 or 90 people that we all know are the only people that got anything.
Oh my.
So very low chances this year. And so it's like, cool, I don't have to wait in line. I didn't have to get up super early like I did before. I didn't have to stress about any of that stuff. So that was nice. That part of it was nice. But also just the sort of like, oh, you don't have a chance of getting anything. And you know that like a week before you go too. And you're just like, all right, cool. All right, I just have to buy it all because we do the collecting. So for us, it's like, we're gonna get them. We're gonna
So
get them one way
you
or
actually
another.
then get every Comic-Con minifig, you collect all those, even in the aftermarket and everything? Oh, wow.
Last year I saved the day because
He
I
did.
won, like,
Mike did save the
3
day.
in a row. I didn't win anything.
Oh,
Mike-
so Mike came
Yes.
through clutch
Mike
with the win.
came through clutch.
I won
Yeah.
the second day and I won second that.
He should have like gone to Vegas, right?
Exactly. Yeah. You should be.
Yeah, but this year was not
Yeah. So it was. So I get why Comic-Con. Why I don't even know if it was Lego. It was probably just like the organization staff there that was like, maybe we shouldn't have 7,000 people waiting in line doing nothing for half the event. And so, which is a good idea. Like, I understand why they changed it. It just changes your chances of getting the exclusive. So I do feel bad because there are definitely people that would go every year and they'd wait every single time and they would have enough people in their little family group or something where they would always get those figs. And so there's a lot of regular collectors this year, the ones that have been collecting for a long time, that ended up not getting it for the first time.
Okay.
So I do feel bad for like some of those hardcore original like Lego exclusive people because they're not really able to do it, or they're now going to have to spend a lot more every time. So that is unfortunate, but I suppose it's really what you prefer. I didn't get them either way, both last year and this year. So like for me,
You're out of luck no matter
so
what.
for me, I guess it's better, but I can understand the
Yeah.
frustration.
So
Absolutely.
it's kind of that trade-off of you didn't have to stay in line forever, but then there's way more people that you're competing against
Yeah.
in this online raffle.
And I did also feel like there's a couple thousand people in that line at any given moment, and they're there for a good portion of the con during the day. I think they start doing the giveaways at like noon or maybe a little after that or something. So I think there's just more people on the floor too. I think there's just more people that would have been in that line that just aren't now.
Okay.
And so they're in more lines too because
so
the
they're
entire
spread
con
out,
is lines. There's probably a clever name for like line con or I don't know. Somebody's got a better name than that out there, but.
That definitely was something that surprised me. Like,
So
I
weird.
heard from so many people, like, Comic-Con is, like, crazy and tons of people, but the line thing just kind of, like, blew my mind. I've never been anywhere where there's so many people that just stand around doing nothing for hours.
And they're excited to do it. It's like,
They're like, I'm going to go stand in line for 4 hours to get a Funko Pop. Or whatever.
exactly. It's very interesting because they'll have very small windows of opening up of people being able to stand in lines, and then I don't know. It's not really my scene in that sense. I love going there for the detailed models, just the crazy cool models of.
Yeah.
Like you saw the superheroes all kind of stood
Right,
up in
like
those crazy
Superman
poses.
and Batman and all that stuff. Yeah, some of that stuff, it's like works of art almost.
Oh,
the way they do that.
yeah, totally. It's very much, I don't know if did you ever do like the Warhammer stuff where you paint the figs?
I haven't done it myself, but I'm familiar. Yeah, I've certainly seen that. Yeah.
Like that's what brings me back to those days, like doing like clay sculpting and like painting and very detailed model work like that, but just on a scale that's so next level. So I just spend all my time there. That's what I really like about the con. The line waiting though, it's
So was there
for me.
anything else then this year that you wanted bad enough to stand in line for? Or was it pretty much just
There's a
Lego
thing
stuff?
that I bought that I thought was all right, but I didn't wait in line for it.
Okay.
I was like, oh, that's kind of a cool little nifty thing I can fill up on my desk because it's a Rick and Morty thing. I have another Rick and Morty thing. I was like, all right, I'll put them together. But no, I didn't wait in line for anything. It's not my thing. I would wait in line for maybe autograph signing or the panels, like to go in and actually see a panel. So that's worth it. But usually the panel stuff isn't that bad unless it's one of the very major
Yeah,
things.
that's what I was happy with. The panels, we went to a number of different panels, and there was only like one or two that had much of a line at all. One of them that was really interesting wasn't Lego related, but it was actually like the lady who created the Wonder Woman comic, like the original writer was there, and that was a very popular panel. And so we had to wait in line a bit for that and got in like halfway through. But like that was, I think, one of the few that actually had a long wait for it. I mean, most of the stuff we went to was, you could walk right in most of the time. So.
That's great, yeah, and that's what it's about. I mean, the people that organize the event, they don't want people to be waiting around all the time, and it's this interesting level of how popular something is, and whether or not people are just willing to put in the hours to get what they want or see the people that they want to see. So I can understand the experience part of it, the actual experience of seeing a panel or meeting a person that you really, really admire. That is actually quantifiable in terms of like, okay, is it worth having to have that experience as opposed to, I don't know, get a little thingy thing. Like, yeah, I don't know. Coming from me who collects everything all the time.
Yeah. So then as we wrap up here, I think that the final thing is just what were your thoughts on the LEGO booth itself? Maybe from last year to this year, whether there's seen any changes. I know they have a number of large builds. I thought it was pretty impressive. They had quite a bit going on there.
Oh, they did a great job. I think the builds were better this year than last year. Mostly Thanos just totally blew me away. Thanos was so impressive. And when they announced it, I was like, of course they did Thanos. Like, of course they did Thanos. He was such an incredible character from the cinematic universe, Marvel Cinematic Universe. But the booth was great. You're still like stuck inside that giant Lego brick. The displays were good. I thought they set it up really well. Actually, I was really happy with the way the Lego scene worked out.
The Millennium Falcon cockpit thing was really cool. You could go inside and take photos. That had like a constant line. It seemed like there was always people there.
Yeah, it was great. The Millennium Falcon was awesome. Unicati was an unexpected one. That was an odd one. It was with the crown and everything.
Like the armor and very different.
I liked that if you saw her from behind, you could see they built in the undersides of the studs under the bricks.
Okay.
And I was like, wow, they could have just blocked that off. But they actually it looks like the bottom of the bricks underneath Unicati. It's like, that's really detailed. They don't know if they need to go that far, but it's cool that they did. So
it's Lego. That's what people expect, you know.
True, that is true.
You gotta keep that quality.
Yeah. Maybe I should have expected it, but
yeah. But overall, it was a super fun experience for us, and it worked really well that our shows lined up so we could come out here. I don't know if we'll make it out again in the future. We'd love to, but is this something that you plan to do every year, ComicCon?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. We're right around the corner. We don't have an excuse not to go, so we will. It's fun. The people there, the cosplay stuff. The scene is a little bit wacky, but it's fun. We always have a good time.
It's always great, but yeah, so it was definitely a lot of fun. Definitely always cool to see you there and a number of other Lego designers and Lego people as well. So that was great too. But yeah, great. Thanks for the little wrap up there. I just wanted to give people, viewers out there who can't make it to Comic-Con, kind of an idea of what went on there and our thoughts from this year. But then finally, like I said, for the Jessica Cruz minifig, if you want a chance of winning this before we wrap up here, just leave a comment down below with your favorite Lego DC minifig, and make sure you're subscribed to Beyond the Brick. And on August 6th, the giveaway will end, and we'll announce a winner of the ComicCon exclusive minifig here. So thanks so much for watching, everyone, and good luck in the contest.